What's going on, everybody? I haven't done a Q&A in a while, so I asked you guys on social media to send me some questions, and I'm going to answer a few of those today. So first question is from Jay Wu. I actually asked him the same question on his channel, so if you want to see his answer, go check out his Q&A video. But it is, what car would you drive if you couldn't have a Model 3? And that is a good question because I'm a huge fan of Tesla, and like the Tesla brand and their whole interface and ecosystem is why I ended up buying a Tesla in the first place versus some other EV. But if Tesla wasn't an option, I still think I would be driving an electric car, quite honestly. It might not be the highest end, probably be something like a Chevy Bolt or a Nissan Leaf, one of those kind of more affordable EVs, especially because most of my driving is just around town. But again, then you get into road trips and stuff like that, so I might be looking for something with more fast charging capabilities. But that's a good question. Still would be driving an EV though. Next question is from my friend Joey Reese, a very talented photographer. Go give him a follow on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. But his question is, how much money minimum to give up, sell your Tesla, and drive a diesel truck for the rest of your life? That is a really good question. I think it would have to be in the $1 million, maybe $1 billion range. I think enough money where I didn't even have to drive at all, honestly. So I could just park that diesel truck in the driveway and never have to drive it. And then I could live and do whatever I want, basically be self-sustainable and not even need to drive. So the amount of money that I would need to do all that would be the amount of money to sell my Tesla, I think. Another Tesla related question. When did you first see or hear about Tesla? And this is a good one, actually. I actually started researching and like looking into Tesla first right before I even started driving, when I was kind of looking at cars and thinking like, what's my dream car going to be? And I knew I didn't want it to get a gas guzzler type car. That just wasn't the kind of person I am. I am try to be very environmentally friendly and think about my carbon impact and that sort of thing. But I didn't want to compromise and get like a Prius or something like that and kind of lose that cool factor. I wanted a very like high performance car still. And Tesla kind of met in the middle there. This was back in high school, so probably around like 2010, 2011, my freshman year, when I was kind of learning how to drive and do all that stuff, and was looking at like getting something like a Prius. But then I found Tesla and figured out that their electric cars could go around 200 miles on a charge, which was unheard of at the time. Saw that they had made the Roadster, an awesome looking car. Really just kind of fell in love with them after that. Saw they released the Model S in around like 2012 and kind of have been following them since, and has always been my dream to own a Tesla car. So the fact that I'm able to do that and make fun videos about it has been awesome. This question is from Zach, also known as Tesla Tested. You might follow him on Twitter. He asked, if you could make any change to the Model 3, what would it be and why? And this is something I've noticed recently because I've been doing a lot more highway driving because I'm not commuting to work anymore. And that is, the wind noise on the highway is just absolutely terrible. I think it's very loud just sitting in the cabin of the car, especially when you're traveling at high speeds. So I think if they're able to insulate that a little better or put better door seals or something like that on the Model 3, I think it could improve the car a ton and make it even more enjoyable to drive. But other than that, maybe get like a performance model, since mine is only dual motor. Next question is from Wetzel Baby on YouTube. They asked, do you think that Tesla will ever release a car for under 30K? And I think absolutely. If you've kind of followed Tesla's master plan throughout their whole history, first, they're trying to make very expensive cars that have the high tech in them when the tech is still expensive. They started out with the Roadster, very expensive, like $100,000 car. They've moved on to the Model S, which was a little bit more affordable, and now they're at the Model 3, which is their most affordable car. And from there on, I think they're going to make even more affordable cars every year. I mean, the way the tech has progressed and become more affordable, I think they're definitely on the path to releasing a very cheap car that everybody can afford. Anybody that's looking at a new car will be able to afford a Tesla in the near future. On Facebook, Ken Brash asked, is the car basically disabled while it's receiving an update, or are you able to drive or charge while it's downloading its new/updated features? Can you pause or cancel an update once it is started? Does it let you know beforehand what will be in a new update? So basically kind of how the whole update process works. So I'm planning on doing a whole video about the Tesla update process and kind of what your car goes through when it's being updated. But basically, when you choose to go ahead and update your car, it is completely disabled. It actually warns you beforehand that you won't be able to charge while you're updating, and you aren't able to drive or anything like that. Your car is basically sitting there just updating, can't do anything else. And no, unfortunately, you can't see the release notes until after that new software is installed to see what new features were added or what bugs were fixed, that sort of thing. And like I said, I'm planning on doing a more in-depth Tesla update video, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. Next up, my friend VosK614. You guys might follow him on YouTube or Instagram, but he also owns a Model 3 and asked, what made you get into making YouTube vids, and are you ready to learn manual? I'm actually planning a collab video with him where I'm going to learn how to drive a manual car. I do not know how to drive manual right now, so that'll be a fun video for us. And his other question, what made you get into making YouTube videos? I've actually been doing this for a while. Back in like 2010, I started uploading videos, but they were just kind of like dumb videos with my brothers. Wasn't anything special. So a lot of those are private now and you can't even see them or find them. So, but after that, actually, after my sophomore year of college, I tried vlogging. I had been watching a lot of Casey Neistat and really wanted to try that out for a summer. So I did that for like 90 days straight, did a daily vlog. And really kind of fell in love with the video making process and started to learn more about editing and that sort of thing, and really learned a lot over those 90 days. So after I graduated college, I knew I wanted to kind of do this as a side hustle and was looking for things that I am experienced with or that I'm able to talk at length about and really enjoy and would like making YouTube videos about. And I knew there was a whole big Tesla community online, and I don't think a lot of people were really sharing their experience of actually owning the car. I think there's a lot of channels that cover like software updates and Tesla specific stuff, but like I wanted to kind of cover what's owning an electric car like on a daily basis. Like what's my day-to-day like, not just Tesla, but what are other EVs like. So that's kind of the goal of this channel, is to share my experience and convince more people to drive an electric car. So hope that answers your question. It's a little bit long-winded, but I think I got everything. I actually got a couple questions on this. Would you ever consider driving a Lucid or Neo vehicle? And neither of those are actually available where I'm at. Neo is more China-based, and most of their operations are there, so I don't even think you can get those in the US, but I think they can definitely be a competitor to Tesla in the China market, so that'll be interesting to see over the next 5 years or so. And Lucid, I am very excited to see what they reveal on September 9th. I'm actually going to be doing a live stream about that on my channel. I've got it scheduled already, and you can set a reminder down at the link below if you want to check out kind of my live commentary of that reveal. But to answer your question, yes, I'm definitely open to trying other EVs. That's something I want to kind of get back to on this channel, is test driving other EVs. I wanted to do a lot of that this year, but unfortunately with the pandemic, I wasn't able to get connected with dealerships and actually go test drive as many cars. So if you want me to do more of those, definitely leave me a comment down below of what cars you want to see me test drive and do a video on so I can make that happen. Carlos Martinez on YouTube asked, how much do you pay out of pocket at a supercharger station, and what does that payment process look like? I can actually do a whole video on this as well, but the brief answer is you pull up to the supercharging station, you plug in your car, you don't have to swipe your card or anything like that. Your credit card is actually linked to your Tesla account, so when you plug in your car, it knows whose car that is and who owns it and what credit card to charge, so it automatically charges your credit card when you charge at a supercharging station. Fortunately, I've gotten a lot of referrals, so I haven't had to pay for supercharging a lot, but typically it's between like $5 and $10 to do a charging session, and that all happens automatically. You don't have to swipe your card or anything like that. Another question from Instagram is, how fast have you driven in your Model 3 on private property, of course? I get this question a lot when I tell family members that I drive a Tesla and they think it's like this fast performance car, which I guess it kind of is, but I really enjoy the acceleration way more than just going fast. So I don't think I've actually gotten it over 90 miles per hour. That was probably just driving on a highway too, going to pass somebody or something like that. But I really don't drive it that fast. I know that kind of sounds a little boring, but it's probably a little safer. So, all right, that does it for this edition of the Q&A. I want to start doing these a little bit more consistently. I don't know if like once a month is good or once every 2 months or something like that. But if you have any suggestions of how often you want me to do these, definitely leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Got a lot of new videos coming to the channel soon. Planning a lot. I recently got invited to go to Battery Day, so I'm going to have a couple videos planned for that whole trip, possibly even doing some more vlogs. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next one.